Oh, do you want to roll for a 5? Ooh, 6. Beat that. Let's see if you can. Here we go. This is 6. You got a 6 too. We tied? That never happens. That never. Now we both have to roll again. 6 again. What? This is getting weird. This is getting real weird. 1. Ah. I'm a man of my word. So, fun fact, actually, we are almost to the day 1 year anniversary in this office space that you've come to know. Dope Squad HQ, the loft up in the roof quarters of this building on the main street of the town. You've seen a lot of changes happen. You've seen a lot of people come through and YouTubers, and it's been fun. And you might know where I'm going with this, but it is time for me to say goodbye to this space. I won't be here much longer. I might be here a couple more weeks and then my background will be changing yet again. I feel like we were doing so good. Like I had the same background for a year, almost 2 years, and then the background just started changing all the time. But I'm down with it. I'm cool. I mean, I'm excited. I love changing up the background. You'll notice we're always filming in different quadrants of this tiny little office. That is, in fact, why I'm moving to a new space. I'd like more space. I'd like to expand and have the ability to make more videos and different styles of videos. You're probably gonna see maybe a couple weeks worth of videos more shot in this space before we are going to say goodbye. That will mark my second studio on this street, and we're moving on. It's a little sad. I'm gonna make a whole little montage video of all the good times I've had here and kind of combo that with the new space, and we'll give you a full studio tour. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Are you pumped? You're pumped. You can't even. You're gonna just do cartwheels down the street naked. You're so excited. Actually, I don't think you'd ever do that, but he's pumped. Some of the questions that I was getting was, show me a studio tour, and I just figured there's kind of no point to doing a studio tour now because a new one will be coming imminently. Imminently? A new one will be imminent. But we've got tons of questions. Let's hop right to them. Lots of questions came through on Twitter, so thank you everybody for replying. That's amazing. I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can. I'm gonna keep this rolling. I love Q&As. And the last one I did, you guys said you wanted to see more of them, so here we are. Starting with Talon Say. This guy's a buddy of mine. If you could only carry one knife for the rest of your life, what would it be? Sorry, had to do it. Ooh, knife life, knife talk. One knife for the rest of my life. I'm rocking the ZT 0562. It's nice. You were probably thinking I was gonna say Sebenza, but it's just too nice. And the fidget factor isn't there. So I'm gonna say Lucas Burnley, Keon, rest of my life. I'd be fine with that. And not just because I'm friends. Moving on. Next question from Moment. They said, when are we gonna go surfing? I don't know how to surf. I've never been surfing. If you wanna take me and teach me, you tell me. Hey, Moment, when are we going surfing? Next question. Becky and Chris said, did you ever have a moment where you really up a client job, and if so, can you share how the moment helped your career? I haven't necessarily messed up something so bad that I screwed over a client, but I have overpromised my services and gone into something probably with the client thinking I'm a lot better than I actually am. And like my very first photo shoot, we did these series of photos for a jewelry shop, and we didn't even have a macro lens. We went in with like our 16 to 35s and a 24 to 105, and we were snapping pictures of all their jewelry, and then when we delivered all the photos, they were like, these aren't good. Why are these not good? Our photos with our power shot cameras are better than these. I think that's because they were using the macro mode. That turned into basically my first experience of not having a happy client and trying to figure out what to do to please them and not even having the equipment to be able to redeem myself. So it just got weird, and I think we just never responded. It was, anyway, don't overpromise beyond your skill level. You keep it fair. That's what I learned. Next up. Really pounding that space bar, right? Bow, bow. Keith says, how are you able to afford all of your work equipment, like your camera and your PC? I use Mac. I wasn't always able to afford it. There was a long time where I was just using whatever I had. I was using friends' equipment, I was using my parents' equipment, and then eventually when I worked for another company, I was able to use the equipment that they provided for me. But then when I quit that company and actually took on YouTube full time, I had to send everything back that I owned. There was about 8 years of accumulating gear that I was able to, use for anything. It was all gone. I used all my savings to actually buy a 1DX Mark II just so I could start making YouTube videos again. That was all my savings. I was just able to afford whatever I could afford at that time in my life. It was never just everything from the start. I don't think it is for anybody, really. We all start somewhere. Miguel, the best accessories to prioritize as a photographer slash filmmaker. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We'll be uncovering some of these accessories that I've said too much. Watch tomorrow's video. Boom, next up we have Greg. If you could travel back in time to any place at any time you want in order to snap only one photo, where and when would it be? I'd love to go back to when I worked at the circus and washed elephants. I would love to snap photos of this dude that was awesome with his BMX bike, and he had like a whole little routine set. And I used to, when I was like selling snow cones and popcorn in the stands, I would go to the very back and I would hide in this one particular place just to watch his like jump through the flaming hoop thing. And I would love to go back now with the skills and expertise that I have to capture that. Not even just photos, but make like a little video, a little vlog. Like, it was cool. I used to ride my bike there, and our little street friends all had jobs. It was horrible. It was amazing. Horrible and amazing. Next question. Bam, from, do you hear that? Do you hear everybody talking right now? We told them that we were recording, did we not? If it's him, dude, I'm gonna lose it. How many times have we, come here, let me see if it's, can you get that off the tripod? Be quiet, be quiet, come here. Because I'm too distracted in the actual room. Now I just gotta sit here and listen. I don't know, man, like, now I'm banished to the hallway. Won't even let me be in the room when he's recording videos. Says I'm too distracting. I'm always waving at him, and he won't let me eat in there. I gotta eat, dude. It takes so long to make his videos. He doesn't know I'm here. And I've tried to speed up the process. I'm like, dude, it's very easy. I've tried to write it out, put it on an iPad. Squarespace, all in one platform. They make domains easy, 24/7 customer service, award-winning templates. You can sell stuff online, 10% off using code McKinnon at checkout. And he always forgets at least one of them. And then we gotta redo it. And then redo it again. It's insane. These are good. So, he's on his own now. I don't even really care. Because I ain't helping. Why does he even still work here? I thought we fired him. I'm gonna get a drum set. A month ago, we fired him. We don't even pay him. Dude, we don't pay him. Jackson Hayes says, what was your favorite thing about NAB? It's always with these events, it's not necessarily the event itself, it's getting to see all my friends who go to the same event. YouTubers all over the world, we make friends. You don't usually get to see each other until you're at some kind of convention, or you're talking at the same event, or you're doing some kind of deal together, who knows where. So everyone being able to come together, and that's the best part of NAB. Ali says, how do I go about asking promoters to let me do gigs, to photograph the bands when I don't have contacts in the industry? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can go about doing something like that. For me personally, I would just at least try to get my camera into an event that I would happily pay for, and I would try to shoot it and then send those photos to everybody I possibly could to try and network and make connections. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, don't work for free. I highly disagree with that, because everything that I've done that has got me to where I wanted to get to in my professional career as a freelancer was because I put myself out there and I did the work first. I didn't just wait for it to come to me, right? I don't think you should work for free forever. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever, but in this case, to try and get your foot in the door of an industry where you wanna photograph concerts, I would start by photographing as many as you can without depending on anybody else, and then send those to people so they say, hey, those are 6 shots, can you shoot this show? And you're like, boom, here we go. The snowball has started. Matt says, how do you deal with rejection? I think it comes down to when people say fail often, because you're gonna learn more from being rejected and failing and from things not working than things constantly working out and everyone saying yes to you all the time. It just gets easy, and then you start expecting it, and then when it doesn't happen and someone says no, you almost don't even know how to deal with yourself or people around you. If it's the other way around and you're more used to dealing with failure and rejection, when those times come after you've been successful, you're better equipped to handle life as a whole with that background. Bam! That was a good answer. I would take that advice. Rhiannon says, I thought I said Rihanna. Under my umbrella. Where are the best places to shoot in Toronto? And where can I get your coffee? First time ever going, and it's now my new favorite city. I love that you said that. Favorite places to shoot in Toronto? Probably the financial district. The buildings are super, super high. Lots of glass. Everything looks good, especially at night if it's raining. Toronto always looks good, in my opinion, in horrible weather. When a lot of people would wake up and look outside and be like, nope, that's not gonna happen. That's when you're gonna get the most dramatic looking photos of this city. So that's my jam. You can get my coffee at the coffee shop downstairs. It's called Cardinal Press. It's on Main Street. It's in Newmarket. They sell my coffee if you're local. Otherwise, you can head over to jamescoffee.com, jamescoffeeco.com, and you can buy it there. Benjamin LaRue says, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Still on YouTube, or do you believe content creation on the internet would have evolved into something different by then? I definitely think in 10 years it will have evolved into something different. I mean, it has to. Look how it's evolved just in the last 2 years with streaming and esports and how all these new things are starting to take over the internet. Very exciting. 10 years from now, I'm ride or die. I'm hoping to ride this YouTube train as long as is humanly possible. I think my content is what will change in 10 years. I think I'll still be using this platform, but the stuff I'll be uploading in 10 years from now will be drastically different from what you're seeing today. Mason Summers, now that the bucket shot is done, what's another frame that you'd love to snap? There are many frames that I'd love to snap, and we've got a couple ideas as far as episode 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 of the bucket shot. They take a long time to make, and I really want to do them better and better and better and better. I'm so happy with the bucket shot, but the way I think about it is I'd like that to be the worst bucket shot that there is, and then we just get better from there. But right now I'm actually working on several other projects that are probably gonna fall before the bucket shot, a documentary specifically that I'm just, I have something ready to tease. I'm just waiting for permission to be able to tease it. I could just hit go and you'd see it right now, but I can't. I'd go to jail. I wouldn't go to jail. I'd probably get sued or kicked off the project. Or DR says Toronto or New York. Toronto all day, every day, forever. Easy answer. It's like New York, but cleaner. Willie Morris, what's up, man? What's your hair routine in the morning? Asking for a friend. Dude, I don't have a hair routine. I just wake up and go. I just recently started brushing it because my wife was like, here's my brush. You should brush it. It'll look better. Now it feels great. I brush it every day, which is amazing. I didn't used to, but that's my hair routine. Brush and, sometimes a little bit of ghost oil. Goes a long way. Oh, next question, look at this. Charbel, will you ever cut your hair? No. Nope. LVC, Jack Bauer or Tony Almeida? Please, Jack Bauer all day, every day. That's why I named my son Jack, and my dog's name is Bauer. Come on. Come on. Favorite cap. This is one of them. It's my Police York Emergency Response Unit hat, kind of like the Canadian version of the SWAT team here in the city. And I did some plaid chair shots for one of the guys that was the bomb tech on the team at the time. So I was able to go into the compound and bring my big stupid plaid chair and throw it in their huge armored vehicle and shoot portraits of this guy. Well, it was a super fun shoot. At the end, they gave me this hat. So this hat, I obviously love my owl hats. I'm trying to find a Ford hat because I love Ford and I just want them to sponsor me. So I thought maybe if I just wear the hat, they might be like, this guy, let's give him a truck. It's never gonna happen, but. Chris Nickerson, how did you feel about being on the Great Unbox Therapy Show with the wonderful Lou? It was great. I had a great time doing it. We literally work 5 minutes apart from each other, so it was super cool to actually finally meet up. Despite filming, it was just cool to see another fellow content creator that is huge and just making massive waves in the industry. I invited him jet skiing this summer. Can't make videos anymore. Peter ruined it for me. He ruined it. We were riding the jet ski. We were going fast. Can't do videos anymore. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. Think about it. SSG Survivor Justice says, what do you and Sean Holiday have planned next? Holiday's my manager. There's a lot happening this summer. You're gonna be very excited and you'll know exactly what I mean in the summer when you look back and see this. Sanjeet says, who is your favorite music artist? Angels and Airwaves. Hint. Nate, hashtag phase up, phase up. How long does your average video take to edit? Depending on the style of video that we're shooting. These types of videos, tutorials, etc., about a day. Vlogs, day and a half, 2 days tops. And that is it. Those are all the questions. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating. I will do more Q&As if you'd like me to. Let me know in the comments below. Is this something you want to see going? I ask you all the time because opinions change. They're very fun to make. I love reading your questions. To everybody that submitted one and might not have got a response, I apologize. There is a lot of questions. Hopefully I can make more videos and get to your question the next time. Again, let me know below if you want me to do that. With that being said, hit the like button if you like this video. Assault the bell. Do all the things that we do all the things. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow, because it's Monday today. I'm in Mexico right now. You don't know that, but right now, I'm in Mexico. Yeah. By the time you're watching this, I'm here in my office right now. Right now. But now, when you watch now, I'm in Mexico. Fusion dance. See you later. Should you do a magic trick? What is wrong with you? Roll again. $5 on the line. Here we go. Can you please just keep the dice? Ella. How many Ellas is there in that? Hey. That was on the radio for 100 days, it felt like. I would have sooner rather a zombie apocalypse come than have to listen to that on the radio again. Maybe I'll just be like a famous pianist. Nothing to do with photography. I'll just be playing the keys. They'd send someone to my house to break my kneecaps. Like when Angela tried to get Oscar's kneecaps broken, Dwight would try and break my kneecaps. Ford. You guys will see it. And then you'll know. You'll know it's not sponsored. It's out of desperation. Ford, please sponsor me. Let's see if I can. I don't want to do any magic tricks.